Hey, so just got back from my Friday night draft. I ended up going 3-0 and finally got first place. If you've been following along my channel, I've been doing kind of a little review of my Friday night drafts, and I've been pretty much on fire with this turtle set. I have gotten 3-0 like 3 out of the last 4 Friday night drafts. Problem is, most nights there's other people that are also 3-0, so I keep getting like second place, even though I'm undefeated. But tonight I finally got first, undefeated. I did a black-white sneak deck, so I wanted to kind of do a quick review of my deck. I'm going to start with the commons. So we've got, these aren't in any particular order, but had a decent amount of like 2-drops. Flying ace can be good, give another creature flying or just swinging in the air. Removal, I wanted to keep my removal inexpensive, so I had like anchovy and banana pizza and a couple like higher cost removals that I left in the sideboard. Jenica is great. I ended up putting Bebop in because I was having trouble finding my black mana for some reason, and this guy was great because of the menace. He was a beastie. Foot Ninjas, would have loved a second one of these. This is like, even though it's a common, it's just like a premium sneaker because this thing hits like a freight train, hits them for 5, and you gain 3 life. So if you're in a racing situation, all of a sudden it's an 8-point swing. Had 2 of the Leonardo Big Brothers. This guy is great to sneak in, or you just play him on your turn and you can get pretty big. Another removal. This one was actually really good. I sideboarded it in. A lot of my opponents were playing like big, giant green creatures and stuff, so the power 4 or greater at instant speed, killing it for 3 is really good. But the destroying the artifact, my round 3, I was in a mirror match against another sneak deck, and they had the quintessential katana that was gaining them a ton of life and making them difficult. I was able to, in middle of combat, I was able to blow up their katana with this. Their creature then basically got smaller, and I was able to surprise them by killing their creature. And then these uneasy alliance were really good, just disrupting their blockers. You know, they pay like 5 mana for a blocker, and I just throw it, 2 mana and get rid of it. And then of course, Ground for Life is really good. There was one game I was on the basically I was on the play. I think my on turn 2, I just had 2 open mana after my second turn, and they swung in, and I was able to kill their creature on with only 2 mana. It was great. Let's go to the uncommons. So one of the strengths of my decks, I had a ton of uncommons. I had a lot of great uncommons. That's kind of how you know that you're in a good lane, is when you're getting past good uncommons. So this card was just awesome. If you can go this on turn 1 into like April O'Neil turn 2 or like Alita turn 2, you're just doing great. This guy's good. Premium sneak enabler. The food tokens can help you stay alive in a race. This guy, I kind of have a love-hate relationship with this guy, because sometimes that mill 3 cards, sometimes you can like mill the card that you needed that turn or something. But you know, when this dies, you exile it, and then you get a creature card back from your graveyard to the top of your library. So it could really, if, there was a game where somebody, I had my, I shouldn't ruin it. I shouldn't ruin it. I got a surprise at the end here. So, but basically, this guy comes out. You can then chump block with him or something, or chump attack or whatever, trade him off, and then you get a creature back. Koya was really good. I never got to the mana to where I could actually exile something permanently with this, but there was a few games where I just basically blinked my April O'Neil to get an extra scry. And there was a couple games where I was on the aggressive, and I was kind of taking out my opponent's blockers, and this just removing their best blocker for the turn was great, even though they did get it back later. Turtle Blip was cool. In the games that went long, this card was actually fantastic for getting me 2 bodies, and also having a flyer, and the 3/4 body is pretty good for defensiveness. And Leonardo, Leader in Blue. This card is great. You can throw this down on turn 1. It's like, you're rocking. Another removal. Shredder's Technique. Really great because there's not many ways to destroy enchantments. And this is, you can destroy a creature or enchantment, so it's really good. And then Lita, yeah, Lita's really strong. This card won me some games, puts them under a ton of early pressure. And then, of course, we got the Mythic Uncommon of the set, the Mighty Mutantables. I was stoked when somebody passed me this. I was like, thank you. And now let's go to the rares. So I had this Leader's Talent. I never drew this card the entire time. I played all 3 rounds and never saw this card once, so it was great to have in my deck, but it didn't do anything. And then Krang and Shredder, this card is awesome. When the games go long, if you can get this out, I actually had gotten this guy out after attacking so that one of my creatures had already died to trigger the disappear. I didn't want them to know about it. And after I attacked, one of my creatures got traded off in combat, and then I got this, and then I stole one of their rares out of their deck, so that's sweet. And then the big surprise, the Super Shredder. My pack 3, I opened the Super Shredder, and I'm like, yes, this set, I have gotten the best luck. This is actually my 3rd regular Super Shredder that I've opened in draft. And of course, if you watch my box opening video, I also pulled a Fracture Foil $400 Super Shredder out of my pizza bundle box. So if you haven't watched that one, go check it out. But yeah, I got some prize packs. So because I got first, I got a Foil Edge of Eternity's promo pack. Let's save that for last. I want to save that for last. Let's see what we got in our 3 prize packs. If you haven't been doing your Friday night LGS draft, I would recommend giving it a shot. I've been having a great time. You get to see your homies, play some Magic. Okay, let's see. What can we get here? General Trag, that's a good one. Splinter, this guy would have been perfect for my deck. Oh, a Mythic, sweet. Donatello, Mutant Mechanic. Put 3 1 counters on target artifact. If it's not a creature, it becomes a creature. Whenever an artifact you control is put into a graveyard, if it had counters, put those counters onto up to 1 target artifact or creature. Yeah, that's great. And a double Mythic pack. Wow, wild. Cloning of Shredder. Man, I had a feeling there might have been another rare in there, but 2 Mythics in 1 pack. That is awesome. That is awesome. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to Strixhaven release. We got pre-release. We've got the Strixhaven pre-release coming up April 14th. So I'm definitely planning on attending at least 1 sealed tournament, maybe 2 if I got the money. So we'll see. We'll see how those TCG player sales work out for me. If I get enough money, maybe I can do 2 pre-release tournaments. I did a couple. Oh, the Everything Pizza. One of my favorite cards in the entire set. This card is made 5-color soup decks, just so good and so fun to play. Ooh, cool. I don't think I've got the artwork of this one yet. That is sweet. I love that scene card. And a cool but rude. Heck yeah. It's like an $9 card, man. I will take that. I will take that. That is awesome. These packs are pretty hot. These are some hot packs. I'm loving it. There's so many packs that just have bulk rares in it that you don't care about. And it's nice to actually get some cards that are good and also have a little value to them. Okay, here we go. The Primordial Pachyderm, Negate. I've actually been starting to put this in my draft decks, obviously if I'm in blue. This card is outperformed. Usually I don't like this very narrow kind of counterspell, but in this set there's so much premium removal that this can stop and save your big bomb. But there are so many game-shattering bomb non-creature spells like Last Ronin. It's like that can save your bacon. Okay, here we go. Oh, wow. That's my first time opening a Dark Leo and Shredder, another Mythic. We are on fire with these packs. That is insane. That's 3 Mythics in 3 packs. So good. This card is awesome. I was thinking about maybe making a commander deck with this dude. I don't know if I want to do Super Shredder as a commander or maybe the Dark Leo might be a little better. All right, the moment we've all been waiting for. It is the Edge of Eternity's foil promo pack. Can we find something good? I think Ouroboros it was in that set. Quantum Riddler. I think those would be the two top hits of the set. So let's see if we get something. See if we get something good here. The weapons manufacturing. Okay, woo, Innkeeper's Talent. That's sweet. I'm a little more excited about that than weapons manufacturing. This card is like a total build around kind of a rare, so might be good in a commander deck. Maybe make a Is It Artifacts deck or something, but Innkeeper's Talent. That's a hit promo. Sweet. All right, well, thanks for watching, y'all. Appreciate it. There's another look at our hits from the draft deck there. Yeah, I appreciate it. I've got a few new subscribers over the last week, so I wanted to say thank you to all the new subscribers. If you haven't subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. All right, take care, y'all.